What up, Cam? Welcome to Bar Vibes and Bryson Fourth, getting our raw reaction and interacting with the masses. No subject is safe. You hear the people and the noise, but that's the point, because without the people, what is the point? Embrace them vibrations. Number one, I'm not even going to do it first and foremost, because I've heard, they got a gauntlet. They got a hard schedule ahead. Hey, them birds go birds. Went to Arrowhead and took care of business. Fly Eagles fly on the road to victory. You'll get a lot of excuses. Oh, they had a lot of drops. This whole ref thing is fucking stupid to me. So dumb. Yeah, they did have a lot of drops. I get it. But that doesn't excuse your team from not scoring a single point in the second half. For 30 minutes, Chiefs fans, you did not score a single point for 30 minutes. This is the third game in a row that this has happened to them. This is Thanksgiving weekend, so I'm gonna keep it short and sweet, because I don't have to go into it. You watch the game, you watch the game. Jalen Hurts, you could tell that he's a little bit more tentative with running it. They did some design runs. Shout out to Jalen Carter for trying to intercept the ball on a spike. That shit was funny as hell. And if you don't understand, when the quarterback spikes the ball, he spikes it down. He dove between the center's legs to try to do it. I love that. Patrick Mahomes with a terrible interception in end zone. He just lofted it up. There was no pressure. It wasn't like an overthrow. It's just like he wanted to throw it to us. And then here we go with Travis Kelce and Bradley Roby. Roby just punched the shit out of that ball in the red zone. I understand, and I have a good friend who is a Chiefs fan. This game could have gone so many ways. And they go, well, if Marquez Valdes-Scantling catches that ball as a touchdown. Mind you, it would have been a minute 50 with all of our timeouts, so I don't want to hear that excuse. The Eagles won, and they're 9-1. EAGLES Eagles. Let's go Birds. Bengals Ravens. The biggest thing from this game is Joe Burrow out for the season. Mark Andrews out for this season. I don't understand how the Ravens continue to find running backs that just produce. It's weird. I have no idea how they do it. It happens every year. And then they're trying to ban the hip tackle from this game. What do you expect players to do when a player is trying to run away from you as fast as they can? You grab their hips and you put your weight down, right? If you play football in any capacity, that's what you do. If they do that, I might be done with football. But anyway, Joe Burrow out. The Ravens now are number one in the AFC because the Chiefs lost. One of my best homies, shout out to Drizzle, he was like, yeah, I was hoping the Eagles would win. Yeah, you were really hoping the fucking Eagles won because it meant that your team would be number one. Ravens number one. Vikings Broncos, Mr. Unlimited. Getting it done again. Look at that. It wasn't an exciting game, but what happened was at the end of the game, Russell Wilson did exactly what he needed to do to pull this win out. That pass into the back of the end zone was fire. Again, like I said, I got to get these out because I know it's about to get loud in here. Giants Commanders, there's not much to talk about other than Tommy DeVito. Commanders are just a losing franchise, and they need to change their fucking name. But Tommy DeVito, my man said his favorite food is chicken parm. His favorite movies are, Bad Boys and Too Fast, Too Furious. Great movies. You go to a team where you're not expecting to do anything and you throw for 3 touchdowns, that man's going to put that game ball on the top of his house. Giants win this game. Jets, Bills. this was Zach Wilson is ass. I've said it like multiple times on this channel. So many times. He's bad. He is not good. Not good. The Bills took advantage of that. They didn't score a touchdown, the Jets. And I feel bad for my guy, Alex. You got to watch this week in and week out. I'm sorry, man. I really am. If you're listening to this, I'm sorry. And that's not even to say that the Bills are back, because the AFC is loaded. But to shut a team out and not let them get a touchdown is big. Huge. Seahawks, Rams. Geno gets hurt, right? Then they put Drew Lock in, who is hilarious as a quarterback, and just started doing things that you were like, what are you doing here? The Seahawks and the Rams kickers were trash, but somehow, in some way, the Rams pull this out because I don't know how that happened. Geno gets back in the game, drive him down the field, they miss, then the Rams get in, and then they make it. Is what it is. Bucs Niners. Baker Mayfield is fucking terrible. Baker Mayfield is fucking terrible. Said it last year, said it the year before, I'm saying it again. He's not good. He was fumbling his ass off in the beginning of the game, and this is a fun stat. This game was first pick in the draft, Baker Mayfield, versus a guy who was last pick in the draft, which is Brock Purdy. You never walk alone, my boy. Shout out to Terry. Shout out to Lauren. Like, nope, come back, Lauren. You wanted to get in there. Shout out to Lauren. It's never been done before, and you take a guess as who won the game. It wasn't the first pick. Brock Purdy, he had 3 touchdowns, 333 yards. He was actually the NFC Player of the Week. Well deserved. Brandon Ayuk, the wide receiver for the Niners, he might be a top 10 wide receiver. He gets open, and he makes the best of his opportunities. So good for him. Raiders, Dolphins. The Raiders defense is really good, and that's because their interim head coach, Antonio Pierce, was on a 2-time Super Bowl champion team. That being said, the Dolphins tried their best to fumble this game away. They really did. But the Raiders are playing with a backup quarterback, and I think that's the only reason why they lost this game, I promise you. Yes, Tyreek Hill in the MVP race. They only lost by 7 points. If the Raiders take care of the football, I think they win this game. But at the end of the day, Tua did enough to make sure they didn't. Is what it is. Steelers-Browns, one of the most boring goddamn games. They had 17 punts. If you watch a game, there's maybe like 30 possessions. You punt it on more than 60%. That's crazy. Browns defense is fire. And they're talking about bringing in Joe Flacco. I can understand it because their defense is so good that if you just hand it off enough, you can win these games that are this close. But unfortunately, they didn't. Bears, Lions. I was very surprised that the Bears made this competitive. Jared Goff was just throwing picks left and right. The Bears had so many opportunities to win this game, and Justin, the quarterback for the Bears, had many opportunities to win this game as well. But here we go with Jared Goff, a quarterback who's been to a Super Bowl. He had 4 minutes left and understood, hey, you got to knuckle up. And they did. Lions win this game. Cowboys, Panthers, and it's not even about the Cowboys. this was just going to happen. They beat another team that is just bad. That's what they do. They do that on a regular basis. They beat Cowboys, beat teams that are bad, lose to teams that are good, and I'm not even bashing them. It's just truth. Look up the stats. DaRon Bland, though, for the Cowboys, 4 pick sixes this year. That's fire. So then you go into the year for the Cowboys saying, who's your number one? Because Trayvon Diggs coming off an ACL. Who's your number one? You never know. Packers, Chargers. The Chargers are fucking choke artists, man. It's not we're at a point where it's like, are the Chargers teetering? No, they're not teetering on shit. They are just bad. Packers just were the better team. The Chargers defense just doesn't live up to the task. Again, I'm trying to get out of here because everybody's walking in and it's loud as shit. It's normally louder than I'm used to. Cardinals, Texans. CJ Stroud won this game even with 3 picks. That man is the truth. One of the only Ohio State quarterbacks that I actually believe in. He stands in the pocket with confidence. Even if I throw a pick, I'm good. Even if I throw a second pick, I'm good. They win that game. So with that being said, it is Thanksgiving weekend. Enjoy your families. Enjoy the people that are willing to be around. Give you some hugs. Enjoy some turkey. Enjoy some football. Big ups to the First State. Stay focused and be great. Take a sip. Enjoy your day. Enjoy tomorrow. And go Birds. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.